the Wonder Kid, Nolan Mims.
Mr. Governor, fellow Toastmasters, Walter the Wonder Cat is a presidential candidate. He's not always been a presidential candidate. At one time he was just a cat. But all of that changed a few years back. When one Sunday morning we were sitting in the living room and Walter said he wanted some tuna. Well, I didn't have any tuna in the house. So Walter and I decided to go catch a tuna and fix it so he could have some dinner. We left the house. We went down to Dolphin Island where we had the boat. We got on the boat, started out, and had been fishing for about an hour without any luck. Then we caught a couple of small fish. We took one of those small fish, which was maybe 30 or 40 pounds, put it on a big hook, and tossed it out. It hadn't been out there but just a few minutes when something struck, and it was big. And I pulled back on the rod, and that fish took off. And pretty soon, I could see as it rose out of the water. And it probably weighed 200 pounds. It was a big fish. But then, out of the blue, something came and just chomped it, and the boat took off. I didn't know what was going on. I had never seen anything that big in my life. I reared back on the rod and I held on for dear life. Walter dug his claws into my leg. We started off. The boat got faster and faster. Down around the tip of Florida, we broke the sound barrier. Boom! We finally stopped a little south of Honduras. And I looked out, and there was this huge island. But it wasn't an island at all. It was the largest fish ever in the history of the world. And I looked at Walter and I said, Walter, I said, can you come here and cover that fish? And Walter said, yes, I believe I can. So Walter hopped out on this fish. And he went up there and he put his head right to the fish's brow. And pretty soon he came back and he said, this isn't a fish at all. It's the mother of all fish. It's the fish that started life. Well, we obviously didn't want to hurt this fish. I mean, it was something that we had never seen before and would never see again. But here we were, down way south of Honduras, not knowing what to do, and this fish was all tangled up in the line. Well, Walter and I worked together. We got the fish untangled, and the fish was grateful and asked what it could do to help us out. And I said, well, you can take us home, because we can't get there from here. And sure enough, the fish turned around and we started back. Again, we broke the sound barrier halfway through. But before half an hour had passed, there we were, right back in Mobile Bay. The fish left, we left and went home. Walter still didn't have his tuna. But he told me, he said, even if I did, I wouldn't eat it, so I'll never eat tuna again. What's the contest check?